NATO gonna do?
I've been speaking to much more than I've spoken to my partner over the last 4 days. That's Oz Kataji. He's a freelance conflict journalist who you've heard a lot on LBC over the last few days. He joins us again live from Kiev. Oz, I think we talked last time I talked to you. You were in Kharkiv. Now that's obviously a very, very dangerous place to be. Come under a lot of fire today. What's the situation in Kiev?
So I didn't go to Kharkiv. I wrote.
Oh, I thought you did. Sorry.
I was writing a tweet that said in Kharkiv, and I actually it mistranslated to I'm Kharkiv, and my mum sent me a message like,
okay.
You're in Kharkiv? What are you doing there? Yeah, no, not in Kharkiv. I'm in Kiev.
I'm with your mum.
There aren't easy ways to get out of here. Yeah. So look, the curfew ended early this morning, and I went out on the streets. I went to go look at some of the shops and some of the situation in the city. I walked deeper into the city than I have done previously, and I got to see I'll list the things that worried me. One, most pharmacies are closed. The pharmacies that are open have really long queues at them. You know, elderly people are obviously being moved to the front of these queues. The resilience and spirit of these people is really humbling to behold. But the other thing is food. Food is becoming a real problem. Supplies are running out. Shelves, I posted some tweets earlier today, shelves are completely bare on many of the shops that I walked into, completely bare. And it's a city of 3 million people, where a lot of people are living in bunkers and underground train stations, and they come up in the daytime to get food and water, and then they go back into the train stations, and sooner or later, and it's going to be sooner, they're going to come up to try and find food, and they're not going to find anything. And I think we're heading for that situation very, very quickly. And what I don't want is for it to be a week's time for there to be images of starving children, you know, 2.5 weeks from now, and then the British government and EU, you know, going, oh, we need to do something. Now's the time that you start putting those plans in place. They're going to start if something isn't done, because Russia's trying to besiege this city.
How much apprehension is there about this 40-mile convoy that's heading towards Kiev?
I think the apprehension is about staying alive and about bombardment. I think, having spent time on Kiev's front lines, that Kiev's defences will hold. I believe that a tank column is incredibly vulnerable heading into a urban warfare situation in which anti-tank weapons are massively proliferated amongst the militias. British supplied NLAW anti-tank munitions. They're going to cause havoc for these Russian tank columns. It's going to be a graveyard for Russian tanks. That's what Kiev's going to turn into. The issue is not so much the tank columns. It's if Russia achieves air superiority, if it starts bombardment. I mean, today it bombed a Holocaust memorial center and a TV tower, killed a family of 5. This is just the start, Ian. I mean, this is going to ramp up in a very shockingly fast manner. People are going to act shocked. Oh, I didn't expect it to get this bad. It's going to get this bad. I'm telling you now, this is how bad it's going to get. So the sooner the government start preparing for it, the better we are to act when we need to.
Oz, good to talk to you again. Thank you very much for joining us again on LBC. That's Oz Kataji. You can follow him on Twitter at Oz Kataji, OZKATE.